Okay, I was jamming, listening to that electro swing. That makes me happy. It makes my heart happy. How's everybody doing? Let me turn my gain down a little bit on my microphone so I'm not like yelling at y'all. Hello, 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 people of the stream. I see Anita out there on Twitch. Hello, Anita. Good to see you. How are you doing today? How are you doing? I'm hanging in. I'm hanging in. I haven't really gotten very much done, but I have like worked a little bit on multiple things. So I haven't actually checked anything off yet, but I'm working on it. So Anita's doing good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I don't have anything exciting going on since yesterday. Although last night, right before I went to bed, like I literally had just turned my heater off in here, and I was gonna go into the bedroom and turn on all my electric stuff because we got below freezing last night. So I went in to turn all my electric stuff on, including the space heater I have in my bedroom, because I have to be comfortable in order to fall asleep. If I'm cold, I can't sleep. But if I'm comfortable, and even if it ends up getting cold in the night, then I'm fine. But like, I can't sleep if I'm cold. So I go in and I turn everything on a little early so that it's all toasty for me when I go in. But I can't turn this, like, if I turn that space heater on, they're on the same breaker. So if I turn that space heater on and this one has not been turned off, I blow the fuse. So I literally hit the button to turn this off and all the power went out. And I'm like, what the hell? And so like I peek outside and there's no lights outside at all. So the power went out. for at least this part of the block. So, but it was super weird because it's right when I hit the button. So anyway, they got it back on probably about 20 minutes later. So that was good. But it was super weird. It was super weird. So yeah, we got below freezing last night. So of course we turned all the faucets to drip. So one of the things I wanted to do was not waste the water, right? So in the sink, I grabbed one of the big mixing bowls and I put it in the sink and I let the faucet drip into that because we also have like a Brita filter. And I'm like, okay, well, we can use all that water and just put it in the Brita. So I did not inform my husband that I was doing this. So when he went in there and saw this giant bowl of water, he did not think, hey, I wonder why Vanessa put this bowl in the sink and it's now full of water. I wonder why. Did he? No, he did not. He did not think that. Well, he said he did think that, but he didn't get beyond it. So he just dumped the water down the drain. So we wasted just like basically at least an entire gallon of water. So, I mean, and that may not be anything in the grand scheme of things, but, you know, Mother Nature's been after me, so I'm trying to do what I can to offset her anger, whatever that looks like. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, Anita, what are you working on today? I don't think there's anybody else here. I think it's just you and me, babe. You and me. Let's see. Yep, just you and me. So what are you working on today? So I need to do the remaining stuff for Dragon Con, the mailing list that I have for guests. I got all the new folks into it, and I tagged them as new folks, so I'm going to send out an email welcoming them and letting them know, hey, you emailed me at some point in the since the last Dragon Con, saying that you were interested in the writer's track, so I added you to this list. And then I'm going to create an email where they can click a link, like everyone on the list can click a link in order to let me know that they've been accepted as a 2026 guest or attending professional, so that I can then segment the the group based on that. So I'm probably going to have to send a number of those out because applications are open through, I'm not sure how long they're open. I should probably look. So like we're going to continue to get acceptances and stuff. So that I'm going to have to continue to do that, but at least this way I can segment it out so I'm not sending emails to like people who are not actually going to be there this year. Anita says, I'm doing art and then my story plus some other work. You started a bit early, so that might be why people haven't come in yet. Oh shit, I did. You know why? Did I start early? I guess I did, maybe a couple minutes early. Oh, you know why I got confused? Instead of 10 till... yeah, that is weird. I don't know what I did. I did bad math is what I did when I set my timer. I did bad math. So we'll just chit-chat for a while longer. I'm trying to think of why I did that wrong. Yeah, I think when I set my timer, I think it was, when I set it, it was like 11:26. And I think I set the timer for 24 minutes instead of 34 minutes. I think that's what happened. So I could have been like putzing around that whole time. That's okay. It's just you and me. It's fine. I like hanging out with you. It's no big deal. Hey, Kelly's here over on YouTube. Hello, Kelly Colby. Nice to see you over there. Long time no see. Long time no see. Kelly says, happy time zone, my friends. She's grabbing a bite to eat and then off to walk Cora in your brand new shoes. I'm so proud that you bought new and responsible shoes. Good job. Good job. For those who don't know, Kelly is on a fitness journey. So the last few months, she's been walking her dog and building up her distance. So she's up to 2 miles. And when she hits 3 miles, then she's going to start interspersing some running with the walking. So I'm super proud for you, friend. I know, long time no see. Like, it's been forever, like a whole 20 minutes. So, oh!
Rosie Evanstar 21 just subscribed for 35 months. Wow.
Wow! Yeah, so now you got to hear the cute little voice that I get when that little hardy girl comes up. Hello, 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 Rose! Welcome in, my good friend! How are you today? How are you today? I'm a little warm right now. Because of course I am. Because of course. So yeah, Rose is like, I'm here. How are you? I'm also here. I'm actually feeling okay. I feel like this week I've been pretty productive. Not on the writing so much, but on the other stuff that stresses me out. You know, because when I get overwhelmed, I procrastinate, which does not help the overwhelm at all. So now that I'm kind of doing some of the stuff that I've been procrastinating on, and the thing is, I've been procrastinating on them. They're not really due yet. It's not like super important I do them right now. I could do them next week, but I've been wanting to do them for the last couple weeks so that I can kind of get ahead. So I'm actually doing those things, which is helping with the feeling of overwhelm, right? And once the feeling of overwhelm is lessened, then I am trusting that I will get back to the writing. So that's where I am. Emily is present. Welcome in, Emily. Hello, hello. How are you today, friend? Yeah, so that's kind of where I am. Rose is like, totally get that. Yeah. So I'm feeling pretty good this week. I've fucked up my wrists though and stuff. Like, so yesterday I was starting to feel, actually the day before yesterday, I was starting to feel like some soreness here on my left hand, which is weird because I'm right-handed. So usually if something's going to go wrong, it's going to be this hand. But I started feeling like, and it wasn't all the time. It was like if I pressed into it, I could feel that it was sore. And if I did this, like if I pressed forward with my finger, then this would hurt on my thumb. And so I was fucking with it yesterday, trying to really figure out where the pain was coming from to try to diagnose myself. And I did something at some point when I wasn't paying attention. Like I was going to put my hands on my hips while I was sitting in my chair. I don't know why, but I was going to put my hand on my hip. And I found that when I opened my hand like this, well, let me do it with this hand, and like I had the absolute worst pain. I saw stars. I had to like regulate my breathing and I could not move for several moments because it hurt so bad. I was like, well, that's not good. So I ordered a brace that actually should be somewhere here, but it's feeling much better today. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I'm getting old. That's all I got. So now this morning, this wrist was acting up a little bit, which is fine. I just have a little wrist brace I put on. So that's what I've been dealing with. Rose says, I have something like that happen in my left hand. Also not left-handed, but I think it's because I always carried my waiter tray left-handed. I have carpal tunnel compression sleeves I wear when it acts up. Yeah, I never had problem with this, and I don't think it's anything like carpal tunnel or anything, but I think just the tendons that run from the fingers and the thumb down here, I think it just got a little inflamed. So I hit it with some of the arthritis cream, which is a non-steroid anti-inflammatory. Let me tell you, I love this stuff. Clearly, because I keep it next to my desk. So I was hitting it with that all day because I can't take like ibuprofen and stuff. So I was hitting it with that all day. And I even this is usually a right-handed, I mean, it can go either way, but I usually wear it on the right hand, and I wore it for a little while. but it wasn't giving me the pressure where I felt like I needed it, which was like further up on my hand rather than on my wrist. But it's feeling a lot better today, so I'll probably figure out where that wrist brace or that thumb brace is. Like, it's probably on the front porch or something, or it might be in the mailbox. And I'll wear that for a day or two. Let's see. Emily is alive. Haha. Just gonna try and get some writing done on my lunch break. Excellent. Rose says, yeah, it's around my thumb and in that thumb joint, but the compression sleeves tend to help. Yeah. Anita, maybe you pinched a nerve when you stretched it out. Yeah, I think that's possible. I think it was already inflamed. Like, I think it was already being temperamental. And then when I did that without thinking, it just jerked this down like that. And my hand was not ready. It was like, fuck off. So yeah. So yeah, but it's feeling better today. I'm hoping, and you know that thing where you know it's feeling better, but if you do something stupid, it's gonna be just as bad as it was before. That's where I feel like I am. It's just like, okay, I just need to, you know, it just needs to settle and chill out. So yeah, okay. What are we all working on? Like I said, I'm gonna be working on Dragon Con communication stuff in terms of the guests. And that should take maybe 1 or 2 sprints. I'm hoping not more than that. But then after that, I don't know. I've got a big long list. After that, I need to work on some... Oh! What?
Lee Spencer author just rated with 1 viewers.
Yay! Yay! Welcome in, LJ! Good to see you. How are you doing today, friend? LJ says, hey folks, the crows have come to visit with shiny words. We do like some shiny words around here. It's true. How are you doing today? Nice to see you. We were just figuring out what everybody's working on. Hey, Patricia's over on YouTube. Hello, hello. New subscriber here, and we'll be reading today. I'm reading Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping and Dark Fae from Zodiac Academy series. Okay, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. I love it. Welcome in, Patricia. Glad you could join us. Huzzah! Uh-oh. LJ's volume is down. Hello, LJ. Are you here? Okay. Welcome in, everybody. So let us know what you're working on. If you haven't yet, you don't have to. I'm not your mom. You ain't got to listen to me. But, you know, we'd like to cheer you on. So, you know, do the thing. Okay, LJ can hear me now. Whew. I mean, it's not often people can't hear me. I'm a pretty loud mouth. It's true. So, all right. Let's see. Rose is day jobbing, of course, trying to get a project finished up. Y'all, words are hard today. Trying to get a project finished up to send off to review next week. Excellent. Good. Good luck. LJ got 1,060 words done today, even with doing some adulting. What? So yay, yes. Let me give you a little cheer. Good job. All right, anybody else want to check in? Oh, I guess I should probably pull up the timer, right? You see my little girl, she's working here. We got our cute little kitty. I feel like we can't really see the kitty as well, so let me see if I can make the front row thing a little bit smaller or maybe lower. Let's move it down a little. There we go. That's a little better, yeah? Okay. So, let me pull up the timer. Okay. Let's see. Anybody else checking in? If not, we're going to go ahead and get started. I've got 20 minutes on the clock, y'all. Oh, LJ says, well, I'm going to lurk for now. Need to go make some dinner and stuff. All right, cool. We'll be here when you get back. So for those who are new, I don't generally play music during the stream, although people on Twitch can purchase music for Plot Bunnies, which is our channel currency. So thank you, LJ. Have a good night. So We may or may not have music over the course of the stream. Excuse me. Some of that phlegm's still coming up. Y'all hear me? I sound a lot better, don't I? All right, 20 minutes, y'all. Let's get into it. Here we go. Okay, y'all. That's the end of that first sprint. How did you do? I helped put away groceries, and while I was down there, I took advantage and got some more tea because I was done with my coffee. And then I came back up and I did a little edit on an image that I need for the header of my email, and now I'm about to write that first email. Excuse me. So that's how I did. How did y'all do that round? Ariel joined us, and Ariel is working on marketing certification for her work, which will also help with your writerly stuff. You'll learn stuff that will be applicable for your writerly career. Sorry, I'm a get gunk out of my nose. I've still got drainage and all kinds of stuff, and so I still got a little cough, but I'm almost 100%. Kelly found a counted cross stitch online for her daughter and got lost in the designs. I understand that. I actually have a program that will take a photo and make it into a counted cross stitch, which I think is super cool. So yeah, so that's a thing. Anita said, almost finished the new design. Yes. Kelly says, mind you, I haven't finished my last one yet. That's exactly how cross stitch works. You get bogged down in the one you're doing, and then you go shopping for another one, and you get excited about that. And so you start that, and you get bogged down in that, and then you find another. That's just cross stitching, in my experience. That could just be me, though. Ariel got halfway through the practice test and is pleasantly surprised that she knows so much about building emails. Yes, I love that. Emily says, no writing, but I got a lot done on this work thing. Well, I mean, it's still productivity. That's okay. It doesn't have to be writing. Y'all know I haven't written in here in ages. So yeah. So good job. Good job. Anybody else want to check in? Let's see. Who else we got? I know Rose is working on day job stuff. Patricia, how's your reading going? Your Witch's Guide reading. Who else do we have in here? I think that's everybody for Twitch, though. I think that's everybody for Twitch. All right. So let's do it again, then. So I've got 20 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Okay, y'all, that's the second sprint. How did everybody do? I am fighting with the new header of my emails. I'm very annoyed because I can't get it to look right. So I'm still fighting with it. The email itself is going to be relatively easy, but this part is giving me headaches. So, yeah. It would be helpful if I had access to a scalable image, but I'm still waiting on a response for that. All right. How did everybody do? We get a little break here in a couple minutes. We are going to have a little 5-minute break. So let me know how you're doing. Check in. Check in, check in. Where is everybody? Hello, hello. So we will have a 5-minute break. I will go off camera because I have to use the potty. So if you also need to use the potty, or if you need to get something to eat or something to drink, this is the time we set aside for it. At the very least, get up out of your chair if you've been sitting this whole time. Stretch your bod, move around a little bit, get the blood pumping. Ariel says, took a break from the practice test and rest. I think it meant to rest, right? Emily says she did good. Got a couple paragraphs written, aiming for like a third of a chapter, moving from outlining back to writing, since I have some broad questions, but I think I've done enough outlining to continue and want to go back to writing. Good, 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 good. So, and Ariel confirms that she meant to rest. So, yes. Yes. Awesome. 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 So, also, if you have not as yet taken your meds, and you should have taken your meds by now, please take your meds. Take your damn meds. I have 2 more vitamins to go for the day. I'm very proud of myself yesterday. I took all of my vitamins. So I take my regular meds and a couple vitamins in the morning, like before I eat. And then I do the rest of the vitamins in the afternoon. And like, so all my meds are on board in the morning. But like, the last couple weeks I've been really bad at taking my afternoon meds. So I'm trying to get back on it. Like literally they'll sit here on my desk next to my my teacup, and they'll just sit there and I'll look at them multiple times, and I just, for whatever reason, won't take them. So I'm trying to like be better. All right. Let's see. Ariel says my brain is tired. Girl, I feel that. Emily says, sorry if my message was confusing, just meant I don't have the story 100% nailed down. Still some broad questions about exact plot / what I want the internal external conflict to be, etc., etc. But I have enough to write, I think, and I'm tired of outlining. Oh, yes, I understood what you meant. So I'm glad you're getting into the writing, because the writing's the fun part, right? The writing's the part that, you know, doesn't matter how much you outline, in my experience. Number one, the writing never completely matches the outlining anyway, but the outlining is, the writing is really the part where you have fun, right? The outlining is like figuring out the problems and working things out, but like the writing part is the fun part. So yay for getting to the writing. All right, let's take a little breaky break. I will be right back. Like I said, I have to use the restroom, so I shouldn't be too long. But yeah, all right, let me make sure I hit the right button here. So, all right, let's all be right back. We'll be back in 5, get back to work. All right. I like that music. I was digging it. All right. Oops. Here's our little timer. Let me move that up there so y'all can see it. That's how much time we have left on the break. Let's see. Anita says, more or less finished my design, but the software started lagging, so done for now with art. So what are you going to work on next? What are you going to work on next? I'm going to continue to fight with this image. Worst comes to worst, I'm just going to slap it on a black background the size I need it, and that's actually probably what I'm going to do. I actually already have GIMP open to do that editing. So, oh, sorry y'all. I'm tired. All this work, man. Okay. So, oh, I have a response to a question about DragonCon from, where did it go? There it is. Yay. Okay, cool. Sorry. Checking about sponsorship. So, we have Falstaff that usually sponsors the writer's track, but they didn't last year. And then Bob Magoo has offered, like, he wants to sponsor the writer's track. So Mandy, who runs that, sent me a message because I'd asked her, like, when that happens. And because that gives me money. That gives, like, I get a portion of that to spend on my track. So, yeah. All right. So I'm let him duke it out. Let's see. Kelly says, I have to live forever. There are so many cross-stitch projects I need to do. And so many books, right? So many books to read, so much cross-stitch to do. For those who do crochet, so much crochet to do, and such. So, yes, I understand that. I can't die. I can't die. There's so many drag shows to watch. There's so many concerts to go to. Come on. All right. But that was the timer, y'all. You know what that means. Well, that means I need to turn the timer off on the screen. That means we have to get back to work. Kelly, are you working with us, or are you going to continue to look at cross-stitch patterns? What's going on? Tell me the things. All right. So, I've got 20 minutes on the clock. We're going to love on our little spirit animal here. Yay. Okay, y'all ready? 20 minutes. Let's get into it. Here we go. Y'all, it snuck up on me. That one snuck up on me. How did we do that round? So I did the graphic, and now I'm trying to figure out how to add it so they click the link and it tags them as the 2026 2026 attending pro or guest. And the problem is I'm using my free account on Kit, and I'm not even sure that it lets me do that with the free account. So, yeah. So, yeah. So I don't know how that's gonna work. I may have to move this all over to my main account. Very annoying. And you know what I hate about these subscription services is that they never give you a la carte menus, like a la carte options. And honestly, I feel like they would make so much more money if they did. Because I don't need a whole bunch of other bells and whistles. I need these very specific things. And I am not willing to pay several $100s a year just to get that one little thing. So I'll figure it out on my own. But like, if they just like divided their stuff up, I would, like, I feel like they'd make more money, because there's people who will not upgrade to the next level because it's too expensive for the small things they want to do. But if they get an opportunity to add on, a specific thing, like a specific service or a specific way, thing they can utilize, they're much more likely to pay that smaller amount of money, and they're not going to pay the larger amount of money. So like, you're going to get, and you're still going to get the people for whom that larger amount of money is worth it. You're still going to get them upgrading, right? So anyway, very annoyed with this. All right. Emily did excellent. Enjoyed writing. See? Slow and steady pace, but got some words down. Yes. Oh my God, don't get me started. I hate subscription services. Agreed. And like, I don't mind some subscription services that do have ongoing costs associated with them, like a mailing list. You know what I mean? Like they've got costs that they need to do, like that they need to cover. So I don't mind like a basic subscription model for that, right? But like when you've got tiered subscriptions and there's only one thing in the next tier that I need, I'm not going to upgrade. I'm going to do without it. Because I'm not going to pay the additional whatever dozens or $100 or whatever it is for the next tier if that's the only thing I'm looking for. So, yeah. Very annoying. Very annoying. I very much dislike, like, I really, really hate subscription services like Quicken, because Quicken, I should just be able to do what I do with the software. I shouldn't need a subscription. They don't have any ongoing costs associated with me having this software on my computer. I'm not using their cloud services. I'm not using their billing. I'm not using any of that. So the cost of the software should cover anything that I use it for on my local machine. So yeah, I fucking hate them. Those I hate. Those are so incredibly predatory. The same with like Adobe Creative Services. I don't mind Adobe having subscription models. I do mind that the only way you can use the software that you purchase is to subscribe to the subscription model. Like, fuck off, So let's see. Emily says some are definitely valid. Yeah, but like with all things, greed gets involved and larger companies take it too far for sure. Always. Always. Anita says, yeah, these companies don't get discounts or add-on tiers. Yeah, they don't get that it would make them money. Smaller budgets will stay on free because they simply can't afford the upgrade. Exactly right. Exactly right. It's so annoying. All right. Anyway, how did everybody else do that round? I think old lady cat is waking up. Yep. Old lady cat is waking up. She's gonna want food soon. All right. We do not get a break yet, y'all. We have one more sprint to go before we do get a break, but we will get a break. And I'm hot again. God damn it. Oh, I cannot. Okay. Whew, I don't even have the heater on anymore. Oh God, I'm dying. Okay. Let's see. Anita took care of some email stuff. Excellent. That's what I'm working on. Yeah, I may have to transfer this entire list over to my other one. I'm very annoyed. Okay, but let's get into it. I'm going to see if I can solve this problem. I might be able to solve it with Zapier or something like that. Let me see how that works, because I already have a paid Zapier account. No, I don't. I have a paid Feedly account. I do not have a paid Zapier account. But we'll see if I can make this work with that. Or IFTTT. All right. Shall we get into it? I have another 20 minutes on the clock. I wonder if Kelly's back from her walk yet. She should be back soon. All right, 20 minutes, y'all. Here we go. Boom. Okay, y'all, that's that sprint. How did you do? How did you do? Welcome in, Valerie. Hi, hi, hi. So, I realized that I cannot do what I need to do on this email with the current access I have, but interestingly, Kit has a different free tier called free newsletter where you can have up to 10,000, but you also get one visual automation for free. And so, and that's really all I need. And so I'm emailing that. I just finished drafting an email to them asking them to switch me from the account I have to that account. And I imagine they instituted that this past year, because I made this account probably about a year and a half ago. And I am positive I would have chosen the free newsletter. And there's no longer a free account that matches what I have in this. So I'm hoping they'll just switch me over. And especially since I'm a paid user with a different account. Yeah. So, fingers crossed, y'all. Anita said, checked on the mail, made a coffee, and puttered around. We do like puttering around. Doot, 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 doot. So, we get a little break here, which is good because I'm just about out of tea. All right. How'd everybody else do that round? Valerie, what are you working on today? What are you working on? Okay, so once I send this email, then I've got to put that part of what I'm doing on hold until I get a response. And that, so I guess I'll move on to, I don't know, something else. I should probably work on some multiverse stuff. I also need to work on Frolicon stuff, though. I don't know. I'm tired, y'all. Okay, let's see. Emily got a few more words down. Huzzah. And Valerie is writing the 2 smut scenes she avoided writing until she absolutely can't avoid them anymore. Do you not like writing smut scenes? I feel like you're writing the wrong kind of book if you don't like writing smut scenes. All right. Well, Valerie, you get a little 5-minute reprieve from writing the smut scenes. So, because we're going to take a little quick break. Oh, sorry, y'all. Valerie says, I don't dislike writing them. I'm just very slow about it. Yeah, it can be challenging. Honestly, I think smut scenes are one of the hardest scenes to write. Because it's an action scenes, and action scenes can be challenging in and of themselves, but specifically with smut, it's not just about the action. It's also about, there are additional layers that have to be in there, unless you're just doing no emotion kind of smut, which is not super common. But you've got to have this entire additional layer that isn't necessary in action scenes. You should still have at least a little bit of that layer in other action scenes, but in smut scenes it has to be more, right? So it takes so much craft, very challenging. Exactly. So I always laugh when there's a certain segment of authors and readers who look down on both romance and smut, and thinking that it's just super easy to write, and it's not. So, all right. But I'm also a little hungry. I ate before this stream, but I've got just like the nibblies. I'm just a little hungry, so I may run downstairs and get some pretzels. But I'm going to get some tea. If you need to get something to eat, something to drink, you need to use the facilities. This is a perfect time to do that. At the very least, if you've been sitting this whole time, you know what I'm going to ask you. Get up out of your chair, move your body a little bit, because you'll feel better if you do. And if you haven't taken your meds yet, this is probably going to be your last reminder, maybe. I don't know, maybe I'll do another one. To take your meds. So take your damn meds. I've still got those 2 pills to take. Okay, but we're going to take a little 5-minute break. I'll be right back. We'll meet back here in 5, and we'll get going again. Here we go. I have no idea how long the timer was going off. Sorry, y'all. I was downstairs and doing things, and I couldn't decide which pretzels I wanted. So I brought maple and brown butter, and I brought sweet Maui onion. I think that's the one I'm going to do. And I brought peppercorn ranch. So I think I'm going to do the sweet Maui onion. I haven't had that in a while. Let me put these away. Ooh, those somewhere else. All right. Oi. Woo. Okay. I'm back. Old lady cat is up. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Alicia's here. Hi, Alicia. Alicia says, hey, Vanessa, just joining. I went on my errands, just got back. I went to the post office, I'm assuming BN is Barnes & Noble, Bath & Body Works, and Publix. Oh, and McDonald's for lunch. Hoping to read for the next 45 minutes. Whew, you did lots of errands, Alicia. I would be worn out. So, hoping to read for the next 45 minutes before I have to get the kids. Excellent. Well, you are just in time because we are about to start another 20-minute sprint. So, I am going to send that email that I drafted the last sprint, and then I'm going to figure out what else I need to do. Mandy's here on Twitch. Hello, Mandy. Mandy says, hello. I'm hanging out and playing Fallout 4 for now. I'm still in morning stiffness and fine drawing sounds too painful at the moment. Play games, babe. Made great progress on my scroll and started iteration number 2 of the beadwork. Excellent. I love that. Let's give you a little cheer. Good job. Good job. All right. Are we ready to get going? I got 20 minutes on the clock, y'all. Let's do it. Here we go. Okay, y'all. That is that sprint. How'd you do? I fought with the mailing list thing again, and I did get it shifted over to the newsletter plan, except it has an automation, but it doesn't have, what's it called? Rules, which is what I need. I need a rule that says if they click this link, they get this tag, except that doesn't come with this. So I'm going to have to figure out, I'm going to have to noodle over how I want them to do it. I have the option of either having them email me, respond to the email, which means I'm going to have to keep track of it, or send them to a landing page where they enter their email address again. And then I can create an automation of that, giving them the tag I need to give them to. I may give them both options. So yeah. All right. Before we got started, Alicia on YouTube says she loves Fallout 4. I didn't get into Fallout very much. But let's see. Mandy said took care of a bunch of feral ghouls. I want more words. I want more words, Mandy. Anita said she posted her weekly art post and did some writing. Good job. Emily says, so, feeling like I'm hitting a wall. Haha, it's possible I'm just tired or I don't know. That's okay. You may just need to step away from it for 10 minutes, do something else, and come back. That's it. Sometimes your brain just needs some time to noodle over things. So, yeah. All right, Alicia, how you doing over on YouTube? How's the reading going? Fiona says in Fallout 4, there are numerous low-level critters. Oh, ghouls. Gotcha. Okay. I'm with it. I'm with it now. I get it. So obviously I did not ever play Fallout. So there you go. All right. Good job on cleaning out of the feral ghouls. Excellent job. All right. Excuse me. So we probably got enough time for 2 more sprints. I might do 3 depending. I don't know. I'm getting really frustrated with this and I really want to quit. So I may just put this aside and go do other things. Let's see. Excuse me. Alicia says, finish my apple pie. You had apple pie. I am envious. And wrote down a few things to remind myself and the sprint was done. Isn't that always the way? But you had apple pie. You had apple pie. Yes. So, excellent. I love it. Valerie said, oh, y'all. And Anita fed the dragon. Thank you for feeding Pixie. We're still level 15. We're getting closer. Yes. Thank you, Anita. Those of you who are on YouTube, you don't get to play with the dragon. I'm sorry. It's a Twitch thing. Let's see. Valerie says, oh, I turned my sound down for ads and forgot to turn it back up. Yeah, sorry. It's a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. Oh, it was a McDonald's apple pie. That's okay. That's okay. Let me tell you, we've got... Oh! Mandy's feeding Pixie. Yes, love it. Thank you, Mandy. So we've got, going to the McDonald's apple pie, we've got a barbecue place near us that, well, it's not actually near us. It's like halfway to my mom's house. But they do apple pie, like fried apple pies and like cherry and things like that. Oh my God, they're so good. So, so yeah. Valerie says, me too. So, all right. Let's get back into it. I think I ate too many pretzels. My tummy's feeling a little yucky. So I'm going to close that up and not look at it anymore. All right. Oh, I kind of wish I had chocolate. I don't have any chocolate. I would like a piece of chocolate. Do I have any chocolate anywhere? I don't think I do. Oh, yeah, I do have one thing of chocolate. I'll get it later. Okay. We've got 20 minutes on the clock here, y'all. Shall we get going? Here we go. Thank you, Rose, for the front row. You got your unicorn? Yeah, you do. Okay, now I'm really going to mute.